Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. You talk about this Jets defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Herbert going to change the look. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Again, Herbert. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Right side complete. That's Woods. Touchdown, Jets. Jelani Woods. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
1st down. Here's Cousins. This is Fant on the short completion. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Cousins now from the 50. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenneth Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Here's Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The give is to McLaughlin.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Trey Palmer, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number.
They've got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyquan Thornton, 77 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open receiver complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Herbert changing things up. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Herbert, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards for number 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Cousins. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Cousins now. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they didn't get him down.
Inside the 25. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And
he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Dexter Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Sticking with Walker on second down. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Still fighting for more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the red zone now, Cousins rolling to his left. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Here on a Sunday night. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Not so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch him. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete there to Bateman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ken Walker. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Herbert now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Herbert on first down now. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now.
Here's Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Trey Palmer.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Now Cousins. And Walker has it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
Here's Cousins. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7.
Cousins.
That's going deep for Bateman.
It's caught inside the 25. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Herbert going to change the play here. Herbert. Got his man. It's Woods.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Now Herbert.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Herbert. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Herbert going to throw.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Cousins to throw.
Out left and complete to Thornton.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here's 2nd down.
Here's Cousins. Going up top. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it. Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills.